want you to think about the first time you ever tried sushi. Maybe you were nervous. Maybe you didn't know what to order. Maybe you looked at the menu and every single word was unfamiliar. And then you took that first bite, and everything changed.
That is such a real experience. Sushi has that effect on people. That first bite moment.
And here is the thing. Sushi is now one of the most talked about foods in the entire English-speaking world. People talk about sushi at work, on dates, with friends, on social media, everywhere. And today we are going to teach you exactly how to talk about it in natural, confident English.
Welcome everyone, I'm Kevin.
And I'm Leah. Welcome back to Talk Leah, your favorite English learning podcast, where we take real, everyday topics and help you speak about them naturally and confidently.
If you are new here today, hello and welcome. Talk Leah is made specifically for English learners like you. We speak slowly, clearly, and we always use real English from real conversations.
And today's topic is absolutely perfect for English learners because sushi culture has traveled everywhere. In the United States, the United Kingdom, Australia, Canada, sushi restaurants are on every street. Sushi vocabulary comes up constantly in everyday English conversations.
By the end of this episode, you will know the essential sushi vocabulary, how to order confidently at a sushi restaurant, how to describe sushi using natural English adjectives, and some really surprising cultural facts that most people don't know.
And we have a question for you right now before we even start. Have you ever eaten sushi? If yes, what was your favorite piece? If no, would you try it? Write your answer in the comments. We read every single one and we genuinely love hearing from you.
And if you're not already subscribed to Talk Leah, please do it right now. New episodes every single week, and we don't want you to miss any of them.
Okay, Kevin, I'm already thinking about salmon nigiri and it's making me very happy.
Same. Let's go.
All right, let's start from the very beginning. Because to talk about sushi in English, you need the right words. And these words come up not just at restaurants, they come up when friends recommend places, when people post food photos online, when colleagues talk about lunch, everywhere.
And some of these words come from Japanese originally, but they are now fully part of everyday English. People use them naturally without even thinking about it.
Let's start with the most fundamental word, rice. But not just any rice, sushi rice. Sushi rice is short grain white rice seasoned with rice vinegar, sugar, and salt. It's slightly sticky, slightly tangy, and it holds everything together.
Sticky is a great English word for describing food texture. Sticky means it clings together, it doesn't fall apart. Sushi rice is sticky in a very satisfying way. That stickiness is actually essential. Without it, sushi falls apart.
The next word, raw, R-A-W. Raw means uncooked, and this word is very important for sushi because many types of sushi use raw fish, raw salmon, raw tuna, raw shrimp.
And for many English learners, and honestly for many native English speakers too, raw fish sounds scary at first, but understanding the word helps you have the conversation confidently. Is this raw? Is the fish cooked or raw? These are completely normal questions to ask at a sushi restaurant.
The next word, nori, N-O-R-I. Nori is the dark green or black sheet of dried seaweed used to wrap many types of sushi. It has a slightly salty oceanic flavor. Oceanic means it tastes like the sea, clean, salty, fresh.
The next word, wasabi, W-A-S-A-B-I. Most English learners already know this word. Wasabi is the bright green paste served with sushi. It is very, very spicy. Not chili spicy, but a sharp, intense heat that goes straight to your nose.
In English, people sometimes say wasabi hit me, meaning the heat was so strong it felt like a physical impact. That's exactly what wasabi does if you eat too much at once.
How much wasabi do you use, Leah?
A very small amount, a tiny amount, the tiniest possible amount.
Smart. The next word, soy sauce. Soy sauce is the dark brown liquid used for dipping sushi. It's salty, savory, and rich. You pour a small amount into a little dish and dip your sushi gently before eating.
Gently is an important word here. Gently means softly, carefully, without force. At a sushi restaurant, the etiquette, the proper behavior, is to dip the fish side into the soy sauce, not the rice side. The rice absorbs too much liquid and falls apart.
That is actually a very useful cultural and practical tip. Dip the fish, not the rice.
And the last vocabulary word for this section, ginger. Not just any ginger, pickled ginger. Pickled ginger is the thin, pale pink slices served on the side of your sushi plate. Pickled means preserved in vinegar. You eat pickled ginger between different types of sushi to clean your palate.
Clean your palate. Your palate is your sense of taste. Cleaning your palate means resetting your taste buds so you can fully taste the next piece of sushi without the flavors mixing together.
So, sushi rice, raw, nori, wasabi, soy sauce, pickled ginger. Those 6 words are your foundation for every sushi conversation in English. Let's say them one more time together. Sushi rice, raw, nori, wasabi, soy sauce, pickled ginger.
Perfect. Keep those locked in your memory. And coming up next, we are going to talk about the different types of sushi, because sushi is not just one thing. There are many styles, and each one has its own name, its own shape, and its own character.
And people have very strong opinions about which type is best. Very strong.
Okay, this is the section where your sushi vocabulary really expands, because when English speakers talk about sushi, they use specific type names constantly. Knowing these names makes you sound confident and natural immediately.
And being able to express food preferences in English is one of the most useful conversational skills you can have. Today, you'll learn how to do that with sushi, but the same language works for any food topic.
Let's start with the most classic type, nigiri. Nigiri. Nigiri is a small oval mound of sushi rice with a slice of fish or seafood pressed on top. That's it. Simple, elegant, traditional.
Elegant is a wonderful English adjective for food. Elegant means refined, graceful, beautifully simple. Nigiri is elegant because it has very few ingredients, but each one must be perfect.
Common nigiri types you'll hear in English: salmon nigiri, tuna nigiri, shrimp nigiri, and eel nigiri. Eel in Japanese is called unagi, unagi, and that word is also used in English conversations about sushi.
You might hear someone say, "I always order the unagi nigiri. It's my favorite." And that is completely natural English, using the Japanese word within an English sentence. Food vocabulary crosses languages all the time.
The next type, maki, M-A-K-I. Maki means roll in Japanese, and in English we often just call these rolls. A maki roll is sushi rice and fillings wrapped in nori seaweed and then cut into circular pieces.
Rolls are probably the most popular type of sushi in Western countries, meaning countries outside Asia, like the US, UK, and Australia. When people say, "let's get sushi," they often mean, "let's get rolls."
Common rolls you'll hear in English: California roll, which has crab, avocado, and cucumber; spicy tuna roll, which has tuna mixed with spicy mayonnaise; and rainbow roll, which is a California roll topped with different colored fish on top. It looks like a rainbow.
Rainbow roll is such a beautiful visual image. Colorful, vibrant, eye-catching. Vibrant means bright and full of energy. A rainbow roll is genuinely beautiful to look at before you eat it.
The next type, sashimi, S-A-S-H-I-M-I. Sashimi is not technically sushi because it has no rice. It's just pure slices of raw fish or seafood, served on their own. Clean, simple, and for many people, the truest way to taste the fish.
Sashimi lovers often say, if the fish is really good, you don't need anything else. You just need the fish. That's the philosophy behind sashimi.
And the last popular type, tamaki, T-E-M-A-K-I. Tamaki is a hand roll, a cone shape made from nori filled with rice and toppings. You hold it in your hand and eat it like an ice cream cone, but savory.
Savory, we've used this word before. It means the opposite of sweet. Salty, rich, full of umami flavor.
Umami, U-N-A-M-I. This Japanese word is now fully used in English. Umami is the 5th basic taste, after sweet, salty, sour, and bitter. Umami means deep, rich, savory flavor. Soy sauce, fish, mushrooms, these all have strong umami flavor.
Umami is a word that impresses people in food conversations. If you say, "this has such a rich umami flavor," people will think you really know food.
Now, how do you talk about sushi preferences in English? To say what you love, I'm a huge fan of salmon nigiri. I could eat spicy tuna rolls every day. My absolute go-to is the California roll.
To compare, I prefer sashimi over rolls. I'd rather have fresh nigiri than a complicated roll. Given the choice, I always go for the simplest option.
And to ask someone, what's your go-to sushi order? Are you a rolls person or a nigiri person? Do you prefer raw fish or do you like cooked options?
Are you a blank person? We've used the structure before. It works perfectly for sushi. Are you a sashimi person? Are you a rolls person? Are you a wasabi person?
Listeners, write your answer in the comments right now. Are you a rolls person or a nigiri person? Use that exact structure. I'm a blank person. Post it below. It's great English practice, and we genuinely want to know.
First, learn the type names: nigiri, maki, sashimi, temaki. Second, learn the preference phrases. I'm a huge fan of, my go-to is, I prefer blank over blank. Third, say them out loud right now before we move on.
Speaking is the skill. Every time you say it out loud, it gets more natural. Don't skip that step.
And coming up, we're walking into a real sushi restaurant and practicing the full ordering conversation. Plus, I have a cultural fact about sushi etiquette that surprised me completely when I first learned it.
It surprised me too. Stay with us. Let's talk about ordering sushi in English, because a sushi restaurant can feel a little intimidating. The menus can be long, the words are unfamiliar, and you might not know the etiquette. But once you know the pattern, it becomes very comfortable very quickly.
And sushi restaurants come in different styles. There are sit-down traditional restaurants, there are conveyor belt sushi restaurants, which are incredibly fun, and there are sushi counters where a chef prepares your food right in front of you.
Conveyor belt sushi is such a wonderful concept. The plates of sushi travel around the restaurant on a moving belt, and you just take whatever you want as it passes your table.
In English, this style is sometimes called conveyor belt sushi or rotating sushi. In Japanese, it's called kaiten sushi, Kaiten, and that word is also used in English sometimes.
Let's practice a real ordering conversation at a traditional sit-down sushi restaurant. Kevin, you take the order. I'll be the customer.
Perfect. Good evening. Welcome. Have you been here before?
Hi. Yes, I have. Thank you.
Wonderful. Can I start you with some drinks while you look at the menu?
Yes, please. Can I get some green tea?
Of course. And are you ready to order, or do you need a few more minutes?
I think I'm ready. Can I start with the miso soup, please?
Absolutely. And for your sushi?
Can I get the salmon nigiri? 2 pieces, please. And the spicy tuna roll.
Great choices. And would you like extra wasabi or ginger on the side?
Extra ginger, please. And can I get the soy sauce on the side as well?
Of course. I'll have that out for you shortly. Enjoy your evening.
Thank you so much.
And that is a completely natural sushi restaurant conversation. Let's look at the key phrases.
The first one, have you been here before? This is a very common greeting at nicer restaurants. It means, have you visited this restaurant before? You can answer yes or no. Both are completely fine. If you say no, they will usually explain the menu or the concept to you.
The next phrase, can I start you with some drinks? This means, would you like to order drinks first, before your food? A very standard restaurant phrase in English. You can answer with, yes please, can I get blank? Or, I'll just have water for now, thank you.
I'll just have blank for now is a really useful soft phrase. It means you want something simple to start. I'll just have water for now. I'll just have green tea for now. It's polite, natural, and sounds confident.
Another phrase from our conversation, I'll have that out for you shortly. Shortly means very soon, in a few minutes. The waiter is telling you your food is coming soon. You'll hear shortly constantly in English restaurants and cafes.
Now, the cultural fact I promised. In Japan, many sushi chefs spend years, sometimes a decade, training before they are allowed to prepare sushi for customers. The rice alone takes years to master.
Years just to perfect the rice?
Yes. The temperature of the rice, the amount of vinegar, the way it's shaped by hand, all of these are considered a deep skill. There is a famous saying in Japan, it takes 3 years to learn the rice.
That level of dedication to craft is extraordinary, and it explains why really good sushi tastes so different from average sushi. The skill behind it is immense.
Now, sushi culture around the world. In Japan, sushi is considered both everyday food and special occasion food. There are casual neighborhood sushi spots, and there are extremely high-end restaurants where a meal costs hundreds of dollars.
The high-end sushi experience in Japan is called omakase, O-M-A-K-A-S-E. Omakase means I'll leave it up to you in Japanese. You sit at the counter, you tell the chef your preferences, and the chef decides what to serve you based on what's freshest that day.
Omakase is now used widely in English food culture. You'll hear people say, "We did omakase last weekend. It was incredible." That is completely natural English.
In the United States, sushi became hugely popular starting in the 1970s when the California roll was invented, specifically designed for American tastes using avocado and crab instead of raw fish to make sushi more accessible.
Accessible means easy to approach, easy for everyone to try. The California roll made sushi accessible to people who were nervous about raw fish. It was a brilliant idea, and it changed food culture permanently.
And in the UK, sushi has become extremely mainstream. Mainstream means it's normal, common, widely accepted, no longer considered exotic or unusual.
Supermarkets in the UK sell sushi meal deals. You can grab sushi for lunch at a train station. It's completely everyday food now.
And globally, sushi has inspired creative fusion versions everywhere. In Brazil, there is a style of sushi influenced by Brazilian flavors. In Australia, sushi burritos, a large sushi roll the size of a burrito, became very popular.
Sushi burritos, the combination of Japanese and Mexican food culture in one delicious object. That is the beauty of food going global.
Food going global. I love that phrase. It perfectly describes how food travels, adapts, and connects cultures. Okay, mistake time. And as always, these are mistakes that smart, motivated English learners make all the time. Recognizing them is already most of the work.
Mistake number 1. Saying sushis as the plural of sushi.
In English, sushi is already both singular and plural, like rice or fish. You don't say rices or fishes in most contexts. You say, I had sushi for lunch. We ordered a lot of sushi, not sushis.
If you want to talk about individual pieces, you say pieces of sushi, 2 pieces of salmon nigiri, 4 pieces of sushi. Pieces is the correct way to count individual sushi portions.
Mistake number 2. Pronouncing wasabi as wasabi with the stress on the middle syllable. In English, the most common pronunciation is wasabi. The stress goes on the first syllable.
Wasabi. Say it 3 times out loud right now. Wasabi, wasabi, wasabi. Your mouth learns through repetition. Don't just read it, say it.
Mistake number 3. Saying, I eat raw fishes. Fish is one of those English words that is the same in singular and plural when talking about food. I eat raw fish, not raw fishes. One fish, many fish, same word.
There is an exception. If you're talking about different species, you can say fishes. There are many fishes in this ocean. But when talking about food, I love raw fish. No S at the end.
Mistake number 4. Confusing sushi and sashimi. This is very common. People sometimes call sashimi sushi without rice. Technically that's true, but in conversation it causes confusion.
If you want sashimi at a restaurant, ask for sashimi specifically, not sushi without rice. The staff will understand sashimi immediately. Asking for sushi without rice might create confusion because they are ordered differently on the menu.
So know the difference. Sushi always involves rice. Sashimi is fish or seafood without rice. 2 different things, 2 different words, order them by name.
And remember, every language learner makes these mistakes. Native English speakers make food vocabulary mistakes too. The goal isn't perfect English on the first try. The goal is clearer, more natural English over time.
And you are already moving in that direction just by being here. That's not nothing. That's actually everything.
Practice time. 4 situations, 2 options each. Choose the correct sentence, say it out loud, and then we'll explain why. Out loud. Every time. Non-negotiable. Your speaking muscles need the workout.
Situation 1. You want to tell someone sushi was amazing. Do you say option A, the sushi was very delicious, or option B, the sushi was absolutely delicious?
Option B. Absolutely delicious. As we've discussed, delicious is already a strong positive word. Absolutely makes it stronger and more natural. Very delicious sounds a little flat by comparison.
Situation 2. You want 2 pieces of salmon nigiri. Do you say option A, can I get 2 sushis please? Or option B, can I get 2 pieces of salmon nigiri please?
Option B. 2 pieces of salmon nigiri. Sushis is not correct English. Use pieces when counting individual portions.
Situation 3. Your friend asks if you like raw fish. Do you say option A, yes, I'm a huge fan of sashimi? Or option B, yes, I like very much the raw fishes?
Option A. I'm a huge fan of sashimi. Natural, confident, correct. Option B has 2 mistakes. Very much placed incorrectly, and fishes used when it should be fish.
Situation 4. You want to invite a friend to a sushi restaurant casually. Do you say option A, I formally request your presence at a Japanese cuisine establishment? Or option B, hey, do you want to grab sushi tonight?
Option B. Every single time. Hey, do you want to grab sushi tonight? Is exactly how real friends communicate. Grab is such a natural, casual word for getting food together.
Now your creative challenge. Write your perfect sushi order in the comments in English. Include the type of sushi, any specific fish or filling, and 1 adjective describing how it tastes or looks. Build the full sentence and post it below.
For example, I want 6 pieces of salmon nigiri and a spicy tuna roll. The salmon looks silky and fresh, and I want it right now.
Silky is a beautiful food adjective, by the way. Silky means smooth, soft, luxurious in texture. Fresh salmon nigiri is genuinely silky. Use that word. People will be impressed.
Write your order, post it. That's real English practice happening in real time.
We just spent a whole episode talking about sushi, and I feel genuinely happy about that. Kevin, let's bring it all home.
Today on Talk Leah, you learned the essential sushi vocabulary. Sushi rice, raw, nori, wasabi, soy sauce, pickled ginger, umami. Words that will come up in every sushi conversation in English.
You learned the main types of sushi, nigiri, maki rolls, sashimi, and temaki, and how to express preferences using phrases like, I'm a huge fan of, my go-to is, I prefer blank over blank, and I could eat blank every day.
You practiced a real sushi restaurant ordering conversation and learned key phrases. Have you been here before? Can I start you with drinks? I'll just have blank for now, and I'll have that out for you shortly.
And you learned fascinating cultural facts about the years of training Japanese sushi chefs dedicate to their craft, the invention of the California roll, and how sushi has gone global and inspired creative fusion versions everywhere.
Here is your reflection question before we finish. Think about a food from your own culture that involves real skill and tradition to prepare correctly. Can you describe it in English? Even one sentence. Even, my culture has a dish called blank, and it takes a long time to make. That is English. That is progress.
Write that in the comments. We would genuinely love to learn about food traditions from your culture. This community comes from all over the world, and that makes every comment section a kind of global food tour. We love it.
If today's episode helped your English, please give it a like. Share it with one friend who is learning English, and subscribe to Talk Leah so you never miss our next lesson.
You showed up today. You listened carefully. You practiced out loud. That is exactly how languages are built. One episode, one word, one conversation at a time. Be proud of that. Keep going.
This is Kevin, and from all of us at Talk Leah, thank you so much for spending this time with us. Keep practicing, keep listening, and we will see you next time.